The King and the Prime Minister at St James's Palace this evening. They do not, if they can help it, interfere publicly in one another's business. But that is being tested now by the fallout from the sexual abuse allegations levelled at Prince Andrew by Virginia Giuffre.
There's a question that refuses to go away. How does the former Duke of York, a man strict of royal duties and with no clear source of major income, continue to live like a billionaire? He resides in one of Britain's most prestigious royal estates. He travels in comfort, maintains staff, and seems untouched by the financial consequences most people would face after such a public downfall. But when you look closely at his declared income and known assets, the numbers simply don't add up. So where is the money coming from? Let's unravel the mystery behind Prince Andrew's finances. Prince Andrew's only confirmed income today is his military pension from his service in the Royal Navy, roughly £20,000 a year. That's the only steady source of money publicly acknowledged. During his time as a working royal, before 2010,
how do you solve a problem like Prince Andrew? Another scandal's dropped and this one could finish him again. A leaked email shows Andrew reassuring convicted paedophile Jeffrey Epstein, saying we're in this together, just a day after the infamous photo of him with 17-year-old Virginia Giuffre hit the papers.
He received around £249,000 annually for official duties. But when he stepped back from royal life, that funding stopped. Any private payments from the late Queen have never been disclosed. So, in plain terms, his official income is a fraction of what's needed to sustain his lifestyle. And yet, Andrew continues to live on a scale few ordinary people could dream of. His main residence, Royal Lodge, is a 30-room mansion sitting on 40 hectares inside Windsor Great Park. It's not a rental anyone could casually afford. In 2003, he secured a 75-year lease from the Crown Estate for £1 million, promising to fund millions in renovations himself. Those refurbishments reportedly cost around £7.5 million. Then there's the luxury chalet in Verbier, Switzerland, purchased in 2014 for about £18 million.
He was always hoping that somehow Andrew himself would do the right thing, but every opportunity that's presented itself, he's failed to do so, so he had, in the end, to act.
It's an extraordinary property, with mountain views and staff, and it's been the centre of controversy over unpaid debts. Add to that his estimated £3 million yearly security bill, a cost that, according to reports, is no longer covered by the King. Even the repairs at Royal Lodge alone are said to run into millions. The arithmetic simply doesn't work. The expenses far outweigh the known income. So where does the gap get filled? One theory, outlined in The Guardian's investigation, traces back to Andrew's years as the UK's Special Representative for International Trade. In that role, he met with business leaders, oligarchs, and foreign governments. Allegedly, he used those connections to broker introductions.
I think we need to know why Andrew's not paying any rent.
And where did he get a total of £8.5 million in 2005?
Yeah, because
did we pay for it?
Well, no, don't think the Mail are reporting today that he did not get a major inheritance from the Queen or the Queen Mother.
Sometimes earning commissions or favours in return. In one documented case, while helping British firms win contracts in Kazakhstan, he was reportedly positioned to earn a 1% commission, which could have been worth nearly £4 million if successful. There were also rumours of property deals with powerful foreign businessmen. His sale of Sunning Hill Park in 2007 to the son-in-law of Kazakhstan's president raised eyebrows, because the price, £15 million, was far higher than the market value at the time. The buyer never even lived there. Then there's the matter of offshore investments. The article notes a company created to obscure royal financial interests, making it impossible to know how much wealth is quietly tucked away under layers of private holdings. All of this paints a picture of wealth that flows through private channels, beyond public oversight. Legal? Possibly. Transparent? Not at all.
Is it right to say the public purse is missing money from the rent he's allegedly not paid?
Well, I don't have the details of that, and I haven't seen and had a chance to go through that information.
The heart of this mystery lies in the unique position of the monarchy. Royal finances straddle the line between public and private. Andrew no longer receives taxpayers' money directly, but his privileges, inherited wealth, grace and favour estates, and old connections, give him access to benefits no ordinary citizen enjoys. When a royal falls from grace, that royal doesn't fall far. Royal Lodge remains his residence, technically leased but appears, under current conditions, to be his for life. His daughters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, are said to be helping with some costs, yet the scale of upkeep would crush most families. This blurred boundary between public money and private privilege is what fuels public frustration. Because if the palace refuses to explain where the funds come from, speculation fills the void.
Now in the emails, not only did he carry on having contact, and these are just emails that have come out so far, there's more to come, that he then said, I look forward to playing with you again soon. What does that mean? We all know what Epstein's idea of play involved. It was abusing thousands of young girls and women.
The Guardian's reporting suggests Andrew may have acted as a gateway to elite circles, a kind of door opener for those seeking royal association. Wealthy associates found value in his connections, and he, in turn, found value in their generosity. Some observers describe him as a man drawn to the lifestyle of billionaires, eager to belong in their world. One biographer quoted in the article called him a useful idiot for the super-rich, someone who lent credibility to shady characters while basking in their luxury. That same craving for status is what led to his disastrous friendship with the disgraced financier, Jeffrey Epstein. The fallout destroyed his royal career, but it also exposed just how entangled he had become with questionable figures who funded lavish lifestyles. Attempts to uncover details of Andrew's finances have hit walls of secrecy. Freedom of information requests are routinely blocked when it comes to royal finances. Even Parliament has limited power to investigate the private dealings of the monarchy. This lack of transparency has bred suspicion.
Prince Andrew just settled his civil lawsuit against Jeff Epstein victim, Virginia Giuffre. Now, there's no real admission of liability, but the prince had previously denied even knowing Giuffre, much less having any contact with her, and he even said the infamous picture of them two was Photoshopped.
Critics argue that without public scrutiny, there's no way to distinguish between legitimate private wealth and potentially inappropriate financial help from foreign sources. It's also raised national security concerns. If a senior royal accepts undisclosed gifts or payments, does that create leverage for outside influence? Those are the kinds of questions governments usually ask, but not when it comes to the royal family. In recent months, reports claim King Charles has cut Andrew's annual allowance, reportedly around £1 million a year, leaving him to cover his own expenses. If that's true, the financial pressure must be enormous. There are also rumours that the king wants him to move out of Royal Lodge and into the smaller Frogmore Cottage, formerly home to Harry and Meghan. Andrew is said to have resisted, determined to stay in the mansion he poured millions into refurbishing. But without royal funding, selling assets might be his only option. The Verbier chalet was reportedly put on the market after legal disputes over unpaid debts. If further financial strain hits, even the Royal Lodge could become a point of negotiation between him and the palace. So, the question isn't only how he's paying for it all now, but how long he can keep paying for it at all. This story goes beyond one prince's balance sheet. It speaks to something much larger, the tension between old privilege and modern accountability. When public institutions operate in secrecy, trust erodes. The monarchy, while symbolic, still occupies a space of national significance, and that comes with expectations of openness. If royal figures can live in opulence without explanation, the public inevitably asks, who's footing the bill? And should centuries-old privilege still shield people from scrutiny today? The Guardian's investigation raises these questions not just for Andrew, but for the monarchy as a whole. Because as long as royal wealth remains opaque, every scandal, every mystery like this one, chips away at the institution's credibility. Andrew's future depends on two things: his access to wealth and the king's patience. If the royal family chooses to distance itself completely, Andrew may face an uncomfortable reckoning, forced to scale down, sell assets, or find new ways to earn income. But that's easier said than done for a man with his reputation. His brand is toxic in both business and society circles. There's also a possibility that he tries to rebuild financially through private ventures abroad, as some reports suggest. But any public return risks reigniting outrage. He's trapped, between maintaining luxury and preserving what little public dignity he has left. In the end, this isn't just a question of accounting, it's about accountability. The numbers don't seem to make sense. And the man at the centre of it all continues to live in a mansion worth tens of millions, while insisting on his privacy. So what do you think? Should members of the royal family be required to disclose their finances? And how do you think the public should respond when the numbers simply don't add up? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more in-depth royal investigations and updates.